Hi, everyone. Rokelle Lerner here. I'm Senior Clinical Advisor for Crossroads Centre Antigua. Today I'd like to talk to you about making amends or how to apologize. Part of the 12-step tradition and heritage is learning how to make amends when it's appropriate. But, I work with so many people who can say, I'm sorry, but it's cursory. They don't really know how to apologize, which is really an art form. So let me talk about that for a few minutes for you today. Admitting that we did something wrong is always a humbling experience. It takes strength to withstand the assault to some of our egos. And many of us pride ourselves by not making mistakes. It's almost a defense we learn in childhood. Some of us grew up where we were harshly berated or criticized when we were young for making mistakes. And as a consequence, even though as adults we continue the tradition to berate ourselves just like our parents did, most of us today intellectually understand that perfection is not a realistic standard. Every one of us has flaws. Every one of us makes mistakes, yet owning up to our mistakes can be hard. It can be painful. It can even be scary. The skill of knowing when and how to apologize is one of that greatly serves us and saves our relationships. So what makes a good apology? Well, a proper apology has three parts. A statement of apology includes what you feel you did wrong. Number two, a statement that demonstrates that you understand what you did affected the other person. It's called empathy. And thirdly, a statement that really shows your desire to make amends and asking how to make amends. All of us have had to apologize at some point, but there's also a bad apology, and a bad apology is about blaming the person to whom you're apologizing. For instance, I'm sorry I broke your vase, but it shouldn't have been left there. Whether that's true or not is besides the point. Shifting blame to the person you've hurt, it's simply not a good strategy, and it'll destroy your relationships. Another bad apology is beating yourself up instead of being accountable. Like, I'm sorry I broke your vase. I'm a terrible person. I always make mistakes. You should leave me. That just makes it about you again and forsakes the person with whom you've hurt. Beating yourself up is not apologizing. And also apologizing, but then immediately asking for the apology back. Sort of tit for tat. Okay, I'll apologize to you when you apologize for me. That's not an apology. That's just asking for one. The art of apology demands that you are humbled. And humbling, the root of the word humble is humus. Humus. It's a Latin word for earth. Down to earth. Hands and knees sometimes. It's not that you have to grovel at all. But to be able to swallow our pride is part of the tradition that we learn in recovery. I hope this was helpful for you today. And I invite you to think about anyone with whom you need to apologize. And it will bring you such peace with the knowing that you've done all you can.